All right, up next, now it's an extended weekend for folks at PepsiCo. The company has decided to give its employees a holiday on Monday as a bonus of sorts. We're told PepsiCo has recorded some real decent growth. Let's ask Sanjeev Chadha, he's chairman at PepsiCo, what's going on at his company. Thanks for speaking with us, Mr. Chadha. Clearly good times for your company, which is why that extended weekend. Let us in on the celebrations as well. Business looking good?
Absolutely. 2009 is proving to be an absolute banner year at PepsiCo, and we are really delighted with our employees and the great work that they've been doing.
Mr. Chadha, what's driving this growth, and is it sustainable in the medium to long term?
I certainly think so. There are 3 or 4 key factors which are driving the growth. We're growing at around the 30s in terms of volume and over 40% in revenue terms this year on our beverage business. The key drivers, firstly, are innovation. You know, the outstanding products that our team has churned out, like the Nimbus, which is our latest launch in the marketplace. New formulations like the delicious Slice, which is a runaway success with consumers, as well as packaging innovation like slim cans. On the other hand, we've been able to offer much greater value to the consumers with stable pricing as well as magic price points, and that's what's driving the growth as well. And thirdly, really extending the reach of our products, both the core as well as the new portfolio, to a larger number of consumers across the country. Your question about sustainability, one very simple fact. Even today, just 1% of total liquid consumed by any Indian consumer is in packaged form. You can do the math for yourself.
Well, Mr. Chadha, I know you're not a big fan of numbers and we've really never got a sales number from you. I'm going to try and ask you though, can you put a number perhaps on the kind of business? Clearly business is brisk.
Yeah, well, as I mentioned, we are growing our volumes in the 30s, 30% plus versus a year ago. And our revenues are growing in the 40s percentage versus a year ago as well.
Right. What about the legendary price wars and, the ambush marketing between you and your big competitor? Are those days finally over?
Competition is a reality of the marketplace, and that's what makes working at PepsiCo the fun and excitement that it is. But the reality is that the biggest thing in terms of our business is being able to provide great value to the consumer. Outstanding products, great innovation, and products that consumers love to try and buy again and again. And that's what wins finally in the marketplace.
But Mr. Chadha, you've also doubled investments in India in a year, which is, of course, a record of sorts. And I think in 19 years, it's the most you've invested. Where will this money be invested?
Well, yes, it's true. We are investing a record $220 million this year across our businesses. A large part of that is by PepsiCo and about $50 million by our bottling partners as well. The investment is going into 4 major areas. The first is clearly capacity, building new bottling lines, bottling plants to be able to fuel the growth in the years to come. The second area is marketplace infrastructure. Racks and coolers and other key drivers and tools of the trade which really fuel the growth momentum. The third is innovation. I talked about new products that we are launching. We have a pretty rich pipeline of exciting newer products which are waiting to come into the marketplace and delight the consumers as well. And the fourth is agriculture as well as our other sustainability initiatives. For example, you'll be delighted to hear that by the end of this year, PepsiCo is going to be positive in terms of water balance, which means that we'll be actually generating more water than our entire beverage business consumes in a single year.
Right. Mr. Chadha, you spoke about innovations. Very quickly, one final question. You've spoken as a company about launching health and wellness products at nearly every forum. How relevant will these products be in India, where aerated drinks themselves are growing very fast?
Our task is to really be ahead of the consumer trends, and the consumers, a certain set of consumers, certainly require healthier products, and we want to be definitely ahead of that consumer requirement and need. And if you just look at our product portfolio, it's true that our core portfolio is really firing on all cylinders, each and every brand and each and every category. But in addition to that, Tropicana 100% is actually growing ahead of that core portfolio in percentage terms, albeit on a narrow base. You look at Quaker Oats, it's already the market leader in terms of oats, ready-to-eat cereals, and is growing at as high as 70% plus year-to-date as well. And likewise, our various other healthy alternatives, Diet Pepsi, Cheetos Whoosh, and our latest addition to the stable on the snack side, which is a baked snacks by the name of Aliva as well.
Right, Mr. Chadha, thanks so much for joining us on ET Now. And well, if